And we're delighted to have with us the internationally known guitarist Andrea Causapruna, who has been whose recordings are heard all over the world, and you can find them all over YouTube, which we're going to discuss. Andrea, it's a pleasure to have you on today.
The pleasure is mine. Thanks.
And tell us, Andrea, where are you talking to us from?
Now I am in Italy and I am in a beautiful place, a little village at the sea in Sicily, because my
Wonderful,
father were from Sicily and I have a strong connection with this.
wonderful, yeah. Now you performed at Carnegie in June, and I understand this was not only your first time in New York City; it was your first time at Carnegie. First of all, tell us what you performed at in June.
In June, I performed two of my compositions. They are two little pieces from an album that I released in 2023. The Le Gris and Miramar Café are the title of these two pieces.
Now, is this album the one that's titled "The Lover's Suitcase"?
Yes, they are taken from this album.
And it's on the Phonogram Records. It was released in 2023, um, and one can hear that on various platforms, I'm sure. What does the title mean? The Lover's Suitcase. Very unusual title.
Well, because all the compositions are um, in my purpose like some postcard, different postcard from and about memories from different trips or at the same, it's also memories and emotion that remained after a love history that I had during the composition the period. So I
Ah,
want to fix these emotions and these impressions in these little pieces. They are a bit like miniatures, and the languages start from classical, but they are a bit a crossover with other languages, other influences like pop or jazz or Latin music like tango and something like.
well, I'm very anxious to hear that recording. I imagine I'll be able to find it on Spotify or various
Mhm.
platforms. So for our people watching, it's called The Lover's Suitcase. It's published by World Phonogram Records and just last year. Very eager to hear that. Now, you are noted for performing a very wide range of repertoire, from Baroque to your own compositions and contemporary and everything in between. And I noticed you perform on an instrument called the vihuela. Could you talk to us about what that special guitar is? Is that a period? Could we call that a period instrument?
Yes, it was an instrument from the Renaissance played in Spain by composers such as Luis Milan, Narvaez, Alonso Mudarra. Luis Milan was the first. This was important because he was the first to publish instrumental music in Europe in that years, before
Mhm.
the lutenist and other instrumental music.
And what does the instrument look like? It's a string guitar, but how would you describe it for our listeners? It's called the vihuela.
Well, it's very close to the guitar, also in the shape,
Hmm.
because the shape is slightly like an eight for the body, the instrument, like the guitar contemporary. Also, the sides was more similar to the contemporary guitar because you know that after the 15th century, the Baroque guitar was smaller and only with four string, with five string, and then the bigger just in the 19th century with the addition also the sixth string like we know. And also the tuning is more similar to the contemporary guitar.
Ah, fascinating. And of course, you also perform on what we might call a modern guitar. So that's fascinating. So the repertoire you were able to perform is from Renaissance composers all the way to contemporary composers. And I'm sure you play a lot of Bach on the guitar as well.
Yes, sure. But
Yeah.
my focus now is more about the Spanish guitar school from Tárrega to in connection to the contemporary guitar music. Also because I studied with at first with Giuliano Balestra. It was a direct pupil of Emilio Pujol, a student direct student from Tárrega, and also he studied with Andres Segovia. And I have two other important guides in Oscar Ghiglia and Stefano
Hmm.
Grondona, and both of them studied with Andres Segovia and continued the heritage of Segovia. So I'm close to record the monographic program about Miguel Llobet, who was maybe the most important student and pupil of Tárrega. But at the same, I want to develop a program more extended about all these Spanish school
Hmm.
from Tárrega to the contemporary.
Well, wonderful. I should tell our viewers that, again, if you put the name Andrea Causapruna into your YouTube search
Mhm.
engine, you'll be able to find his performances. Many, many wonderful performances, very beautiful recordings. Now,
Oh,
um,
thank you.
I see that you hold a degree in
Mhm.
music didactics. Could you tell us a little bit about what that degree is about?
Yes, my first degree are about guitar playing, but also I take this degree in the didactic of music, and I teach also guitar in the school in Italy.
You obviously love to teach, and that's a wonderful thing.
Yes, I
Um,
think it's something complementary um, to the concert activities.
Wonderful. Just getting back to Carnegie, that was your first time in New York, and as we said, and your first time at Carnegie Hall. What was it like to be in New York? What impression did New York City make on you?
Wow, it was fabulous. I've been very excited to stay in New York, and I appreciated a lot all the beautiful buildings and architecture, but also the society and the American way of life. It was very fascinating to me.
Yeah, wonderful. So to conclude, Andrea, tell us a little bit about your future projects. I know you've mentioned a few. Where can we hear you perform uh,
Mhm.
the rest of this year, maybe next season?
Yes, well, as I was saying, I'm going to work at this project about Spanish music, but
Right.
also I'm going to publish three new pieces like I did with the Lover Suitcase. They will be published for World Phonogram Records. And also, I have a different. I'm working also in theater field, so there are as a composer, also as a performer. So there are different projects about music for theater, but also
Hmm.
with other projects that blend the languages of music with theater.
Wow, fascinating. I'd love to know
Not
more about
only
that.
not only with the guitar, something are orchestral works, and other are more a contamination of languages that can blend better with the theater plays.
Wonderful. Well, I would remind our listeners once more and our viewers. I'm in radio, so I always say listeners, but our viewers, that Andre Casapruna you can hear his new album, The Lover's Suitcase from 2023. I'm looking forward to hearing that myself. And as I mentioned, you're all over YouTube, and I hope people will take advantage of your widespread popularity. We wish you the best, and I wanted to thank you very much for taking time with us this morning, or at least this afternoon, where we are.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Andrea. Thank you very much.